Want to install WordPress on Hostinger the right way in 2026 and get maximum speed from day one? In this guide, I'll show you the exact step-by-step process from installation to optimization. First, log into your Hostinger dashboard and click on Websites from the left side. On the right, you'll see all your existing websites listed. To create a new WordPress site, click on Add Website. Now Hostinger shows you multiple options to build your website. You'll see options like Hostinger Horizons, WordPress, AI Website Builder, Custom PHP, and Node.js. For this setup, simply select WordPress. Now the WordPress setup screen opens. Here, choose your admin language, enter your admin email, and create a strong password. These details will be used to log in to your WordPress dashboard. Once everything is filled, click Next at the bottom. Now you need to choose where to install WordPress. You can select your main domain, a subdomain, or even use a temporary Hostinger domain. In my case, I'm using a subdomain for testing. Test hostinger.techfin2k.com. Quick tip: some names may not be allowed, especially if they include restricted words like Hostinger, so make sure to use a valid subdomain format. Click Next. Now Hostinger will start installing WordPress automatically. This process usually takes around 1 to 2 minutes. So I'll fast forward this part to save your time. While this runs in the background, here's what's actually happening. Hostinger is setting up your WordPress core files, creating your database, and configuring everything so your site works perfectly right out of the box. So you don't need to do anything here. Let's jump to the final result. The installation is now complete. Now, instead of taking you directly to the WordPress admin panel, Hostinger first gives you the option to build your site using its AI website builder. Here, you can choose what type of website you want to create, like a blog, business site, or portfolio. You can also enter a description of your website and even enhance that prompt with AI to get better results. Next, you can select how you want to build your site, either using the Elementor Builder or the default Gutenberg editor. And you can also choose your website language. But in this tutorial, I prefer to start from scratch. So instead of using the AI builder, I'll go directly to the WordPress dashboard. Click on Go to WordPress, and now we're inside the WordPress admin panel. Now, once again, Hostinger shows an onboarding screen to help you get started with your website. You'll see two options here. First, you can create your website using AI. With the AI helper, Cody on the right side, provides guidance for building the website. And second, you can choose from pre-built websites and themes. Since we already looked at the AI option earlier, I'll skip that for now. And instead, let's check the pre-built website option. Once you click on it, Hostinger starts preparing the template library. You'll see it setting up and syncing the templates. After that, multiple ready-made templates will be displayed. You can browse different categories like business, personal, professional, and more. There's also a search option to quickly find a suitable design. These templates can help you quickly build a website without starting from scratch. But for this tutorial, I'll keep things clean and optimized. So I'm not selecting any template here. I'll close this and go back to the WordPress dashboard. So at this point, your WordPress installation is fully complete. As you've seen, you can either use the AI website builder or choose from pre-designed templates to build your site. But installing WordPress is just the first step. If you don't optimize it properly, your site can still be slow. So in the next step, I'll show you how to clean up unnecessary things and also configure important settings from the Hostinger H panel, like enabling object cache and setting up LiteSpeed cache, so your site becomes fast, optimized, and ready to perform. Now, let's move to the Hostinger H panel to configure some important settings. On the home page, you'll see your installed website. Click on Dashboard to open the Website Settings panel. On the left side, you'll find multiple options to manage your website, and there's also a search bar to quickly find specific settings. So here, I'll search for SSL, and under the Security section, you'll see the SSL option. Click on it, and on the right side, you can see that SSL is already installed and active. By default, Hostinger automatically installs SSL for your website and also forces HTTP to HTTPS. If you click on the three dots here, you'll see options like Uninstall SSL or unforce HTTPS. This is very important because it secures your website, protects user data, and also helps improve your SEO rankings. On some hosting providers, you need to manually install and activate SSL. But with Hostinger, this is handled automatically, which makes things much easier for beginners. But in most cases, you should leave these enabled. So now that SSL is properly configured, let's move on to the next optimization step. Now I'll search for cache, and here you'll see two options: Object Cache under Performance and Cache Manager under Advanced Settings. First, I'll open Cache Manager, and here you'll see a toggle option to enable caching. Simply turn this on, and within a few seconds, you'll see the status updated successfully. This enables server-level caching, which helps your website load faster by serving pre-built content instead of generating it every time. Next, go to Object Cache under the Performance section. Here, you can see that both LiteSpeed and Object Cache are enabled. If not, enable both of them. LiteSpeed Cache is one of the most powerful caching systems. It reduces page load time, improves core web vitals, and boosts overall website performance. And Object Cache helps store frequently used database queries, so your website doesn't have to fetch the same data again and again. These two settings are essential for any WordPress site. If you want better speed, performance, and SEO, which significantly improves speed, especially as your site grows. Now let's do a quick basic setup inside WordPress. Go to Settings, then Permalinks. Make sure the structure is set to post name. This is best for SEO and clean URLs. Then click Save Changes. Next, go to Posts and open all posts. You'll see the default Hello World post. Just move it to Trash and delete it permanently. Now let's clean up unnecessary plugins. Go to Plugins and click on Install Plugins. By default, Hostinger installs a few plugins like Hostinger AI and Easy Onboarding. These are helpful for beginners. But if you're setting up your site manually, you don't really need them. So I'll deactivate these plugins and delete them to keep the website clean and lightweight. But make sure you don't delete important plugins, like LiteSpeed Cache, which is essential for performance, and Hostinger tools like Reach if you plan to use them. Removing unused plugins helps reduce bloat, improve speed, and keeps your website more secure. So now that we've cleaned up the plugins, let's move to the next optimization step. Now let's go back to the Hostinger H panel for a couple of important final checks. Go to Advanced and click on PHP Configuration. Here, you can see the available PHP versions. And currently, it's set to PHP 8.3. As of now, this is one of the most stable and recommended versions. It offers better performance, improved security, and compatibility with most WordPress plugins. You may also see other versions like PHP 8.2 or 8.4, but it's always best to use a stable version unless you have a specific requirement. Next, go to Files and open the Backups option. Here, you can create a manual backup anytime. This is useful before making major changes to your website. And if you're on a business plan like this one, daily backups are already enabled by default. You can also click on View Backups and select any previous backup to restore your website to that specific date. This is extremely useful in case something goes wrong. You can quickly roll back your website without losing everything. So with this, your WordPress setup is not just complete, but also optimized, secure, and ready to go. So now your WordPress site is ready, fast, optimized, and secure. If you're planning to use Hostinger, you can sign up using the link in the description. And I've also included a detailed review link there, where I've shared setup tips and best practices to help you get started.